Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Max, or Silverhammer. I'm back today with another YouTube video. Today, we're back on Stratego doing another Guess the ELO. I've been lingering here for like 20 minutes because I don't know how to make content on my own, mainly because I suck ass at ranked. But now we're doing Guess the ELO. I did miss a few scout exchanges, as you can see. A couple lieutenants, I believe, were exposed. But now we're going to be trying to guess the ELO, guys. Okay? If you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel, bro. I make a video on Stratego every single day, bro. Lock in. Only 40% of you subscribe. Subscribe right now. Okay. Whoa, early general here from blue. And a general swap. Wow. And he does know that major for red. Very interesting there. Just coming in with the general could have easily been the marshal. I'm already going to go ahead and assume some low-ranked players here. I'm going to go ahead and guess a prediction of 200 ELO for blue, maybe a little bit higher for red. He should have tried to at least bluff that his marshal was there to defend that major, but oh well. Moving fourth rank pieces for blue. Okay, 150 ELO now, probably for blue. This is a ranked game on Strategist right now, okay, guys? All right, blue going to be attacking in the center, red defending. Let's see what happens, all right? Red getting all of his pieces in order, it seems. Moving a lot of pieces. A lot of pieces are being moved here for red. And that's going to be a Carnold from red. Or from blue, sorry. Taking that. Oh, and the Marshal. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Blue just coming in here. No F's given. Aggressive. But it's going to win him a few pieces. He is up a captain, a lieutenant, and a Surja. And he knows one of Red's majors there, I believe on I3 still. So very aggressive here from blue. 3 of his 4 power pieces already known. And now the second colonel coming in. Blue does not give a singular fuck about red. He's coming in here with all of his remaining 3 of his 4 power pieces ready to dominate. He's probably going to pick up that major too, that I believe his colonel is currently sitting on. No? He moves it over to J3. Is the marshal on J2, guys? Did blue already forget that he could pick up that major? I'm confused. I think red is trying to react here. This is an interesting move here from red. If I'm blue, yeah, I would just back the marshal up. Probably back the colonel up now. Yeah, one of the worst hits I've ever seen. Okay, 100 ELO prediction now for blue. Red should have this game in the bag. And a major swap, yeah, bro, what are we doing? You could have picked up that with the colonel, bro. I think you had a couple opportunities to pick that up with the colonel. But okay, so now blue is just down the full colonel, and he's revealed his marshal and his other colonel. Whereas red has yet to reveal a colonel. He should get a lot of value for those colonels. A lot of tension building up here in the center. Blue is just aggressive, man. Use some small pieces, bro. Where are the loots? Where are the sergeants for blue? He's just coming in with all of his power immediately, bro. And red, not willing to exchange marshals just yet. Trying to keep a hold of this game as much as he can. We could have a colonel here on J7, I suppose, for red, unless I already lost track of what that piece was. Could be lieutenant maybe as well, but I think it's already been gobbled up from what it was revealed earlier. Red trying to make a counterattack now, it seems, on the left flank. And probably trying to scoop up a lot of more material before he just goes ahead and trades everything off. And again, he is down those 3 minor pieces. That is significant. Diet Coke. Okay. Not sure what the goal was there for red. Red just lost 50 ELO with that play. Obviously, blue's going to hit that because he knows that he wants to trade. I don't know why blue wants to trade, but red should have deduced that he does want to trade. He just sees it as he's picking up a free piece on the way out. That's going to be a bomb for that captain for red. And all of a sudden, now red losing even more pieces. Now he's down a minor sergeant, lieutenant, and 2 captains for the colonel. Not as big of an advantage now with that colonel for red. He is going to have to get some value with these colonels, assumedly coming up on the left flank. We are in the middle of a shuffle game, though, for some reason. And that's going to be a scout there from blue. Is this side bombed off for blue? That would honestly be pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. because his kernels are going to have insane lotto chances. Red's kernels are going to have insane lotto chances on this side if there's 3 bombs right there. Okay, that is going to be a scout. It could be a three diagonal bomb structure. Looks like it's going to be the 3 diagonal bomb structure. Not quite, but there is a bomb there. Red trying to break through here and get some initiative. He's got the Marshal on choke. He is coming down with this piece to snipe out that miner, it looks like. And that's the Colonel, the first Colonel revealed for a Sergeant. Blue not giving up a lot of information there for that Colonel. Again, current predictions are sitting around 150 ELO for Blue, maybe 200 for Red. Maybe 250 for Red. Okay. Now that the Marshal's been scared away, it looks like Red is trying to get something going here, and I'm so confused. Is he saying that's his scout? And here's the second Colonel for Red. Both Colonels revealed for very low pieces. I don't know how I feel about this. Very risky take, in my opinion, from Blue here, or from Red. Very unnecessary to take that piece with your Colonel. I mean, it's not likely to be a double vertical bomb, but the chance is still there, especially given the dynamics of the setup. Could have just been a shit trash bomb side, and that would have been horrible misplay from Red at that point, then just straight losing the game. But it was a minor or whatever. It's going to be a Sergeant exchange, and I would not take a single other piece over there with that Colonel at this point. I would continue bringing some miners down, trying to scout out some more bombs, something, before just taking pieces. Especially given that the risk versus reward doesn't really make sense. He's probably only going to be able to pick up a captain over there. And there probably is a captain. But again, not worth the risk. Very interesting piece structure we have here. And Blue is just unrelenting in the attack. He's trying to find more stuff. Keep in mind, Blue is out of scouts. So he is going to have to keep sending down those miners and those sergeants to kind of keep uncovering more of Red's setup. And figuring out, okay, yeah, that was interesting. Okay. Oof. Yucky, yucky, yucky. Okay. Red sniffed that out and captured that spy. Now Red's Marshal is invincible. And this is going to force an exchange of pieces here from Blue. It looks like everything is just going to get traded off, which is... I'm not really sure whose favor this is in. I mean, keep in mind, Red is still down 2 loots and a captain after all the dust settles for the Colonel. So, basically, is Red going to be able to convert his Colonel advantage into a winning endgame here, basically? It's going to be a capture. Interesting decision to capture with the Sergeant when you knew it was backed by a Colonel. But, all right. So Blue, again, I think is just the slightly inferior player here, but you can't knock him for not being aggressive. He is a very aggressive player, but more Blue setup becomes more and more exposed. And still no exchange of pieces, though, just yet. I'm not really entirely sure. Oh, good heavens. That's a very interesting development now, but he's going to force an exchange anyways because he's not going to be able to give up the full Colonel. If he moves his Marshal over, okay. So we're just completely throwing at this point. I mean, I guess you can do that, but what's the follow-up? I don't... Okay. Are you going to Lotto now, Blue? Please do not Lotto D2. It is over. If you do, it's the easiest bomb ever I've ever seen in the history of a setup. Ever. Please do not Lotto. He's going to go back and try to get this Colonel somehow. From Red. Material is much more even now. And Blue is going to stay in the setup. Probably the better decision if you made an effort to keep the Marshals on the board. And Red's going to have to keep bringing up some other pieces. Oh, dear. You don't have this 2 square, bro. He just gets to get on the back wall. And he just gave up the 2 square. Okay, so long as he knows about the 3 square rule, you're kind of cooked. Yeah, 3 square rule there. More square rule, as it's also called. He cannot continuously keep chasing this piece. Blue trying to come up and grab this Colonel, but it's just not going to work. Looks like he's actually trying to excavate a few pieces here from the back wall. Okay, that is, I believe, the second time that bomb has been scouted from red. So red just lost 50 elo for that, I believe. Okay, so he did excavate this piece. Red really just needs to get his marshal more involved. He's just kind of sitting it there. It's going to be a major exchange, obviously, and exchanges are... I can't even really tell whose favorite it is. Really can't do much here with that. What in the fuck is happening? Okay. What is happening? Okay, so red just literally willingly gave up his kernel. Chat, am I seeing this correctly? Unless he doesn't have bombs, and then he doesn't force the 2-square exchange? Okay, no. Negative 50 ELO for both players. No. Negative 50 ELO for both players. Tell me I'm wrong. He gave up the 2... Okay. So you didn't even have bombs there? All right. Yeah, some of the... Okay. You saw what I'm talking about, though. He literally willingly gave up the 2-square with the kernel. And then didn't capitalize on it? Okay, this is probably the last major for blue coming up. What is going on in this game? Keep in mind, red only has 2 miners left. And I think he's about to take one on E1. He needs to get the marshal back. You need to get the marshal back. Don't hit D1. You know E1. E1 is what you know. Please do not hit D1. And now blue is bringing up another piece. Red coming into the blue setup. Very risky. Wow, that's just straight luck. Straight luck from blue. Straight. I'm sorry. You have your flag on fucking G8 in your second rank next to a bomb, a diagonal cutoff. Yo, Fred. Fred. Yeah, Fred. Yeah, hop footer on YouTube. Go over to Stratego Tactics and Tips. That might be the worst setup I've ever seen. And who's this? Wow. Okay, so I have no words. Successful guess the ELO, I guess. I didn't guess correctly, bro. I guess negative 50 ELO predictions. They're a little bit higher than that. But realistically, I was in the right ballpark-ish. I kind of had him flipped, though. Wow. What a game. I cannot believe this happened over here with the Marshal and the Colonel. I'm actually at a loss for words. Let me know what you guys think of this in the comments below. And, yeah, leave a like, subscribe. And do subscribe! All right, later.